one of New Mexico's most bitter battles for Congress met right here at KRQE just hours ago. From the economy to health care, it was Martin Heinrich's and Jon Barela's last chance to appeal to the public on primetime television just 3 days before the polls close on Election Day. Here's News 13's Jeff Todd.
Yeah, Tim, it was a unique kind of debate. The second half was largely left open to a free forum right here, which provided both candidates who were locked in a very close race the opportunity to not just send a message to each other, which they did, but more importantly, to voters.
Job creation, the housing market. Much of the last debate for the 1st Congressional District focused on the economy. Martin Heinrich and Jon Barela shared the idea that small businesses will spur the economy, but they differed on how to help those small businesses.
Many people, including the person that I go to work with who's struggling with keeping their business open, it's just this whole uncertainty in the taxes that are being imposed.
Heinrich talked about legislation he worked on.
One that took $30 billion, completely paid for, and leverages $300 billion of lending to small businesses. Lending through community banks, not the big national banks, but the banks that actually know your name.
Another topic was one that showed up in some of their campaign ads, and what's next for the future of Kirtland Air Force Base.
We need to embrace and create the missions of the future, the ones that will be important to our nation's defense today, in 20 years, in 30 years.
But Barela countered. He said he thinks jobs are leaving the base.
They have told me, many experts, that your promise of saving 1,000 jobs is premature and probably false, that there's no way that you can take a mission of the 150th and the 58th and merge them in some sort of forced marriage fashion.
That topic of the tacos has caused much debate between these two sides, and much of this race, from what you've seen at home, has been attack ads. The two candidates had a chance to talk about them at the end of the debate.
Every ad that we have run is based upon Mr. Heinrich's record. We have been very clear about his record in our ads, and we have every cite. We've cited the record and his voting record, and so, you know, it is what it is.
The part of it that really worries me is when you see millions and millions of dollars coming into New Mexico from organizations that have never set foot in this state, and the influence that they have on our elections. We need to fix that.
No matter who wins, they'll be representing central New Mexico in Congress. So our own Dick Niffing asked what the candidates thought about the role of government.
When there's a crisis, government needs to step up. And then it needs to step back and let the private sector do what it needs to do to get our economy moving forward and growing with the robust growth that we all want right now.
I believe fundamentally the government has grown too big, too fast, and has taken too much of your tax dollars, and it's being wasted. Jobs are not being created by this big government, big tax, higher debt mentality.
That, of course, was just a little bit of the debate. We've got the entire thing on our website. Just visit us at krqe.com and then click on the On Politics tab. That's politics with an X. We've got more on this race and all others across the state. Tim, back to you.
All right, thank you, Jeff. The District 1 seat is just one of 3 U.S. House seats up for grabs in New Mexico right now. Just like the Heinrich-Barela race, the other two have freshman Democrats trying to hold on to their seats in Washington.